and welcome to another edition of Mind the Gap. This is a weekly broadcast program on ConsumerHalla TV that helps draw attention to everyday avoidable gaps in customer service delivery with the overall aim of helping to strengthen existing relationships between brands and their consumers. I am Iremofe Koforola. On this edition of the program, we would be examining the subject efficient customer service delivery in Nigeria. And before I introduce to you our guest, let me give a brief background to our discussion. Customer service is a crucial aspect of any business, and Nigeria is no exception. The country has a growing economy with various sectors including oil and gas, agriculture, telecommunication, and banking, all of which require excellent customer service to thrive. In Nigeria, customer service is considered poor, with the country scoring 61.8% in the 2023 Nigeria Customer Service Index (NCSI) report. The Nigeria Customer Service Index report evaluated customer satisfaction across 9 sectors using 8 parameters, including trust, branches, branding, competence, complaint resolution, ease of doing business, processes, and customer focus. The NCSI aim is to promote excellent customer service in Nigeria, providing businesses with valuable insight to improve their performance. In Nigeria, customer service regulations are primarily governed by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act (FCCPA) 2018. This act established the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission (FCCPC) to protect consumers' interests and welfare. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dive into our discussion. My guest today is Mr. Anuoluwapo Alao, a sales consultant whose expertise in customer service spans over 5 years. And thank you for joining us on the show today. And today we are looking at efficient customer service delivery. So let's look at it in practical sense now. What does customer service mean in the practical sense, and how should brands take customer service in the overall business strategy?
Okay, thank you, Remofe. First, customer service is key to every business because if you want to retain a customer, your customer service must actually be good. For example, a customer purchase the goods. Let me just, in practical terms, customer service itself is when you support a customer from the process of inquiry. That's before, that's inquiry, and even after this, during the sales and after the sales, can be sales or services. So, which gives retention and trust and loyalty to the company or the organization. So customer service is key to every business, every services, for the business to thrive in the long run.
Interesting. I love the part where you said from inquiry, even during the process of sale, and even after sale as well, because we have to note the fact that everything begins from the process of inquiry. Probably a consumer has seen an advert, or they have interest in a particular product and they just want to know about it. So the first contact is in inquiry, then that leads to, in the post, eventually if they are satisfied with what they've gotten, they might decide to get the product. Then after that, they get to, you still follow up even after they've purchased the product and all that. But that is the part I really want to look at. Do you really think, because most times people just think after you've bought the product, everything ends there. So what is left? After all, you've gotten what you needed. It's not my business again after you've bought everything you need.
Okay, it doesn't end there. Every organization or company, or anyhow you want to put it, is in business to actually make profit, to grow their revenue. So you don't just want a one-time hit customer. That's what we call it that in sales sometimes. Some sales guys just want to eat it. So they do anything. Let's just say this one, and they don't care whether they sell again or not. So the reason why customer service is key is that when you treat your customer, your client or anyhow you want to put it, when you treat them right, the sense that maybe they inquired and you give them a good product, it doesn't end there. The process is a process. There's a process of inquiring about the product or services. After that, there's a process of getting the services or the product. And after that, there's a process where the customer enjoy the services or the product. So, and that will take you to whether the customer you want to retain the customer or not, or you want to give, or they will give you referral. Because when I enjoy a service, I want to say, okay, I have a friend that needs like I'm in the renewable energy sector, for example. Now I've gotten customers whereby one customers can actually give you like up to like 10 customers when they enjoy it,
especially in renewable energy.
Yes, when they enjoy it. But a disgruntled customer, they can spoil business for you, in the sense that they can, and you know, we are in the world of social media and everything now. They can just go online and put that this particular brand, don't buy it.
Exactly.
So, and that's why customer service is key. You don't let it to get to that stage where people start spoiling the name of your brand, and it's not good for business.
Interesting one out there, because one thing I've picked from it is that customer satisfaction is crucial, and customers, they are kings when it comes to your business.
Yes.
Without them, I mean, there's nothing you want to do.
Yes.
So let's look at it in another way now. How do you think Nigerian companies, they've really fared when it comes to customer service? Do you think they've really upped their game? Or, I mean, people still get to complain over time that, oh, I bought this product from this brand, I mean, I had issues with it, nobody could attend to me, or they were not satisfied, or they got misaligned information concerning the product they are getting. So how do you think they really fared when it comes to customer service?
I won't give Nigerian company, or let me just put in the sector I am. Don't let me put it on all the other sector or industry. I won't give them a pass mark, because it has not been so good. We've had cases whereby, even where I'm coming from, at least I've worked in like 3-4 different companies in renewable energy sectors, whereby customers will make a complaint about something, they are not happy, especially when you actually bought a product for like millions. You know, it's not easy to cough out millions, even though it's 200,000. It's still not easy to cough it out. So, and some people just leave the customer like that, and sometimes to wrong informations, because the salesperson want to make sales. Because of the pressure on him or her, they want to make sales. They will tell the customer what the thing cannot do.
They will
say that the thing can do.
I've been there, I can relate.
So customer will not be like, when they get home, or when ask, say this thing can on light, this thing can on fan, can on AC every time, but the thing can only on light. So they will not be like, how come? So that way, we with Nigerian company, they've not really managed that part in a very good way. So, but there are some people are actually coming up now to do that part very well. But so far so good. It has not been so good. I'm talking from my own sector. I don't know about other sector, but I'm talking from my own sector. It has not been so good. Some people just all about sales. They don't care about customer satisfaction. They don't care about building trust. They don't care about loyalty and all those things.
Interesting one, because all these things you've mentioned now, it leads to the next question I wanted to ask you. Okay. But just like you read through my mind and you just, actually grabbed that from me. So I wanted to ask that, what are the avoidable gaps in customer service in Nigeria today? What are these gaps? You mentioned some of it already, like disloyalty, understand. So what are the major gaps? Because some people just say, okay, there's poor customer service. Now we are looking at how there can be efficient customer service, and from my analysis earlier on, from the NCSI review in 2023, Nigeria, I mean, the customer service was rated so poor. So what are the avoidable gaps that we know that could be avoided, but they are so obvious in customer relations?
Okay, the first thing I will say is this: you need to train your customer service. The agents, you need to train them. First thing is training, because you can't give what you don't have. Me, even if as a customer to other brand, I've called some people, they are giving wrong information. Maybe probably when they employ them, they've not gone to training, they've not done induction, I can see, I know some companies in this country that they just employ
and
no induction,
training.
no training.
So that is the first obvious gap, is lack of training.
Yes, they just want you to just go there and start working. You don't know the culture of the company. You don't know anything.
You are not properly briefed about the roles you are meant to play.
Yes. So lack of proper training, no adequate. There has to be adequate training. So that's the first thing. Another thing is this: there has to be this customer-centric culture,
I love that.
Whereby your customer is key. You know that without customers, the revenue of company will not grow. Because one customer will refer another customer, another one will refer another customer.
And so even you will stay in business as well.
You stay in business and you have to pay your staff. We've seen a lot of companies that because of bad customer services rather, they've actually gone out of business. Because they'll be like, I don't care, they've gone out of business. So there has to be proper training for your customer service agent. There has to be
customer-centric nature,
culture, whereby you know that customer is key, you know that anything just goes.
Okay, and another obvious gap is lack of misaligned information, which I think sometimes you mentioned earlier on that there's let's use a mug. There's a mug you are selling. Even the agents or the customer representative does not have adequate information, of which you mentioned. They'll tell you this thing can switch on lights. They can use it to power this. They can use it to power this. Then at the end of the day, I mean, you can't power anything with it. So, I mean, these are some of the obvious gaps we see in the process of, when it comes to customer service and all that. So now another thing we should look at is this way, that why do you think Nigerian firms are not competitive in customer service? Because, I mean, like you said, even use your sector as an example, renewable energy as an example. Why do you think they're not competitive?
The reason why is it to the other.
Yeah, why is it that they as a sector now, my company, I don't care about customers. Your company too, you don't even care. Why is it that you don't find it? If there was competition, you people would want to retain customers, but everybody's just like, I mean, they are doing whatever they like.
It's because of the culture, even the country as a whole. The regulatory body, nobody is holding anybody to account. Some people believe they can do anything and go with it, and they've actually been doing that. So you just fight. Some customer will just fight. There will not
Nobody's seeking no form of redress or anything.
There will not be redress. They'll just fight. Although, and that has been. I mean, there's regulation, but the regulation is not adequate at all. It's not there. But when you know that there's people that will hold you to what you've done, yes, you will do the right thing. You will train your staff. You train your customer service agent. You train your sales agent so that they will do the right thing, because they know that whenever they do the wrong thing, it falls back to the company. Some companies are not building reputation. Some companies does not have integrity. So, and there are a lot of that, especially in my own sector. There are a lot of that. They just want to come in, sell the one they can sell, they go out again. A lot of them are even still coming into Nigeria too. So they don't care about because the government are not even helping issues too. The regulatory body that is there is not effective enough. So that's it.
Wow, interesting one out there. And I'm quite sure if you are just joining, you are watching Mind the Gap, and this is a broadcast program that focuses on some avoidable gaps between brands and their customers. This is getting more insightful, but you know what? We have to go on a quick break now. You are watching Mind the Gap.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
At ConsumerHalla TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHalla TV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHalla TV. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, you are watching Mind the Gap on ConsumerHalla TV. And please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, you can use this opportunity to do that. All it just takes is to click on the subscribe button and you get notified of all our content. And before the break, we were discussing efficient customer service in Nigeria, and my guest is still with me in the studio, Mr. Anuoluwapo Alao, who is a sales consultant. That is so interesting. And you know, guys in sales are the one, you know, with the bags now and all that. So let us look at this. As a sales consultant, how well have you been able to manage different discrepancies occur when it comes to customer service issues, yeah, in your brand, your sector? Let me put it that way.
Okay, thank you. As a sales consultant, there will always be issues in renewable energy. That's the first thing.
Even generally.
Generally, but maybe the issues in renewable energy is somehow, because well, I say it's still new. A lot of people are still getting used to it and all those things. So, but the first thing is there has to be, you have to listen to your customer. Even sometimes they are wrong. From experience, they are wrong. They are doing the wrong thing, but you still have to listen to them. You have to put yourself in their shoes. So you listen to them, empathize with them. There have been cases whereby, even as we speak now, there's still a case I'm actually handling. The man, we've told him how to use the solar solution and all those things. He's still educated and everything. He's still saying the same thing, mind you. So we've gone there to resolve it like countless times, but because he's still not doing the right thing, we are listening to him, empathizing with him that, okay, we can do this, we can do that, and that one. So there has to be active listening. That way, you put yourself in his shoe, that someone that has just coughed out maybe up to like 20-something million.
Maybe just 5,000 naira.
Yeah,
I mean,
so you just have to listen to him and hear him out and find this lasting solution to the problem the customer is facing.
Interesting one. I love the fact you mentioned empathy, because I mean I've been able to like work in customer service, and I know how it could be like. There was a time I was a rep for an organization then, and sometimes I was always handling inbound and outbound calls, and sometimes somebody just calls you and like the person starts ranting and this and that and that. Sometimes they go vulgar, they call you all sort of names, and you're at the other end, you're just trying to calm your nerves to listen to them. Then after the whole thing, you just realize that it is their fault, not necessarily your own fault. But in such situation, you said earlier on that sometimes they could be wrong. It's their fault. But now, I know you're a professional, you have blood that runs through your vein, but there are some things they will say sometimes that you can't really, hold on to. Then how do we ensure that companies try to maintain healthy relationship between their employee, who is the rep, and the customers? How do companies ensure that there's a healthy relationship between, even after all those things have happened?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, how do companies now ensure that there's healthy relationship between their own representative, their own employee, and the customer?
Okay, the first thing the company needs to do, I said it earlier too, let the rep, whether the sales rep, the customer service agent, let them know their job. Because if they don't know their job, you know, they are the internal customers.
Yeah.
They are the internal customer. They have to know their job. If they know the right thing to do, they will be able to actually communicate the right thing to the customer outside.
Yeah.
So, and when there are issues, there has to be, okay, I remember something. There was a case in my own company then, whereby whenever we sell a particular product, before we know it, the product will come back, inverter and all those things. It will come back. So what I actually put in place then was that there has to be a compliance. There has to be quality assurance, that whereby what they do is this: you check like the product you want to take out, you want to deliver to a customer's place, you check it, make sure that the product is certified, is in good condition. You check it not even just one day, you check it for like series of days before you know, okay, this one is okay. When they want to deliver to a particular customer, that is the one they are going to pick up. So there has to be quality assurance, so that there will not be issues. I'm so sorry, I'm dwelling on maybe renewable energy.
Yeah, that's good.
But there has to be quality assurance so that there will not be issues. There will not be like, because it doesn't even portray your company in a good image whereby people buy a product, after 2-3 days, after 1 week, they are bringing it back to the company. There will be people will be like, you are selling fake. And I know how customers can be sometimes. You are selling fake, and where this mouth can reach, they will spoil your company.
Interesting one. And you talk about government agencies earlier on, and we mentioned that like FCCPC, and it's a regulatory body that looks into that. And we just highlighted how, I mean, sometimes they need to be more efficient with all of these things. And also, let us look at customer loyalty when it comes to service. If I'm so happy, satisfied with what I've gotten at the end of the day, now I would refer.
Yes.
You understand? So what is customer loyalty, and how can that be gained?
Customer loyalty, that's a good one. Customer loyalty is very, very important. If your customer trusts you, they can go up and down for you. I've been there, so I understand how it is. I have a customer then in my former company. The lady, because what she told me, and there has been series of cases like that she has told me that this is why I love using you, Mr. Anu. That maybe when she has issue, there's always issue. So when she has issue, she will just call me. So I won't care whether it will cost me. I will use my money to settle that issue, do it, and I'm not the one that sold the product for her in the first place. So the person that sold the product for her, maybe for eventually she has called the person didn't pick up. So, but since when she has been calling me, she now started referring me to different people in Lagos, out of Lagos, without collecting anything. So that's the loyalty there, because when a customer is satisfied, when a customer is happy, the customer can go. You don't need to even tell them to refer you. They will be the one talking about your business while you are sleeping or while you are in a meeting. This same customer, when I joined that company, I've joined 3 different other companies. She has bought all the products to show her a satisfied customer can be. Satisfied customer, a happy customer will always refer your brand to other people.
Interesting one out there, and I just believe that we all can learn from this, because customer loyalty is very important. Now let us look at the case of all these gaps you've mentioned, all these obvious gaps. How can they be bridged between brands and their customers? How can we ensure that now we have efficient customer service? I know you mentioned some things earlier on training, you know, giving the right information, ensure empathizing with your customer. But in overall strategy, we can ensure that yes, henceforth as a company, as somebody who is strategic, somebody who has the interest of the consumer at heart, what should be the solution to, you know, solving poor customer service?
Okay. The first thing I'll mention is the FCCPC.
PC,
So they have to create more awareness. A lot of people don't even know their rights. A lot of customers. So that people just like, let's leave it for and Nigerians we like leaving things for God. That God will, you have to fight for your rights. So I believe FCCPC need to create more awareness. Let people know. A lot. If you ask a layman or a common Nigerian what's even FCCPC, they don't know. So and what you don't know, how will you use it? So the first thing they need to, from the government aspect, the regulatory body which is FCCPC, they need to create more awareness. Maybe do something outside, campaign. Let it be on the internet. Let it be. You will be surprised that even the learned, the so-called learned, not even those that are not learned, don't even know the job of FCCPC. They don't know. So they need to create more awareness on their own part, on the part of the organization now. So that there has to be standard. There has to be standard. So there has to be, if you build a company or an organization rather, that is a standard that you attain, that okay, we will not give anything less than quality. And that it still goes to the culture of the company. You impose it, or you let your staff know that this is what we give. In the position whereby the staff give less than that, there will be people in place to say that okay, this is wrong, and there will be maybe penalty, there will be punishment, and all those things. So that way will make people do the right thing. But if there's no measures here and there, sometimes people don't like doing the right thing. But when there is quality, when there is standard, all those things are there, people will do the right thing.
Interesting. Now I love that there has to be standard, and I think that I love one of the managerial ways of encouraging your internal publics, your employees, is to always like encourage them, to probably let them go on vacation sometimes. These guys are tired, sincerely. I mean,
Vacation.
Vacation, or give them incentives that would encourage them the more. You understand? Because I remember then sometimes there could be bonuses because sometimes you are in Nigeria, your salary is not paid, and you have your personal issues.
I understand.
You understand? And one customer is calling you, ranting, you understand, and telling you this. So you say, let me use the pigeon. If you vent, say, why? You understand that kind of thing. So I think sometimes it's beginning from the management of the organization too.
Yes, but what the case whereby the management they are trying their best, they are doing everything.
But I'm choosing to play the devil's advocate here. What if the management too, in a situation whereby the management is not even encouraging the staff? But I mean, I know you don't want to do your job. You understand?
Yes,
just to but at the same time, I still believe it takes two to tango. The management and the staff, they just have to work.
I believe there are practices in customer service agent. They have their way of doing things. Like for example, if you make 100 calls, you will get a particular bonus. There are things like that. Not even only in renewable energy, they have a target that is set for them. They have their basic salary, their standard salary, and they have a target that if you make 100 calls, whether inbound call, outbound calls, you get a particular amount of something. You get this, you get all those things in place. There are all those things in place. Not all for all companies, but at least the standard one. All those things are there.
So that's beautiful. So now let's just look at this question I want to ask you. What is the future of Nigeria when it comes to customer service? Because in 2023, the report was not so nice. So what do you think is the future for us when it comes to customer service?
I'm optimistic. Things can get better if we do the right thing. If we don't do the right thing, it will not get better. That's the truth. Because we like being over religious over here. We'll pray. But if we don't do the right thing, it will not get better. So the future is if we like the government regulatory body that is in charge of the customer of customers, consumers, and all. If they do the right thing, it will get better. If the company do the right things too, it will get better. So I just believe that we can all of us, whether the internal customer,
the internal public,
the public outside there too. So if you can do the right thing, if even the external publics too, some lies, they do tell lies too. And that's why we put my own place. We actually put a lot of measures whereby before you go, that's why I said that customer service start from the position of inquiry, doing the something, and after. Before you even go, make sure you sign the customer confirmation form, so that in the future, because I've seen cases whereby the issue has taken some people to prison, that because you sold a fake product for me. Meanwhile, the product is not a fake product. You are the one using it wrongly. So there should be measures whereby the customer, whether they have to sign something, they have to sign something. So if all those things are put in place, all those measures, it will get better, and our rating hopefully we
go high. Interesting one out there. And so lastly, what would you say to people that have been doing well in this customer service?
Okay.
What would you say to them?
The first thing I would say is that they should keep it up, and there's always a reward for doing well. Actually, I believe they have been seeing their reward, because if you do well when your customer is not happy with a particular, and you give them a lasting solution which is effective and efficient, they will surely come back. If they don't come back, they will refer people to you, and in that way your revenue is growing. You're having a huge, and everybody is smiling to the bank. So they should keep it up, continue to do the right thing, put all those things they are doing that is working for them. They should keep it up on that. So that's it.
Interesting one out there, and I'm quite sure we cannot overemphasize the role of customer service in different brands, in different companies, and all that. So it is very important that we take this we take it with everything in us. So thank you so much for coming on this show today, and wow, it has really been an insightful discussion. And as a brand, I believe you now understand that customers have the basic knowledge they might need to know. You understand? They might not really know much, but they just understand that their rights needs to be protected. And customers are kings, and the survival of your business lies on how well you treat your customers to quality service. And as a customer, it is imperative you know that you matter in the grand scheme of customer service. Very important. So thank you so much for joining us on the program today, and we can expound on Mind the Gap. Please do well to follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at ConsumerHalla TV. Till I grace your screen next week, I am Iremofe Koforola. Bye for now.